Welcome to Make the Grade with the Success Doctor, Stephen Green, where you'll discover actionable strategies to help your student to reach their academic goals, to excel at standardized testing, and to plan for the college admissions process painlessly. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Green.
Hello, everyone. Dr. Stephen Green, the Success Doctor, coming at you with another episode of the Make the Grade podcast. And we are in very interesting times here. We are about a month in to this coronavirus COVID-19 issue. Big announcement today, at least in Pennsylvania where I am. Schools are shut. They will not be reopening this school year, probably not until September. So it's a huge adjustment for families. Initially, this school closure was a few weeks. It became 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5. Now it will likely be 4 months, 3 to 4 months. So what I want to talk about today, what I want to address in the podcast today, which is something I've been doing live through some presentations, and I want to offer some solutions and some support for how families, students, parents, children or suggestions on how to cope with this adjustment. I'm getting the sense, talking to a lot of parents over the last week, everybody was thinking, well, this is a short-term thing. We can deal with this for a week or two, and we'll just get back to school and get back to normal soon enough. And I think the reality is setting in that we're going to have to hunker down and really figure out some strategies, some mechanisms, and some ways that our children can be very successful basically at home, and in some cases really instructing and teaching themselves the process. So let me talk about a few things right away. I want to just get into some of the basics of where the concerns are. Number one is that it is difficult as a parent to manage everything that's going on. I think we all get that. But a lot of parents are now having to work at home. So not only are they working at home, trying to find a workplace to do it, dealing with the technology, now they've got children, various ages, different grade levels, trying to manage what they have to do. And in a lot of cases, I'm hearing from my client family, it's just overwhelming. So what do you do? Well, in an ideal world, the schools provide a thorough educational experience through virtual learning, through video, maybe through live synchronous presentations as well. And everybody can pick up almost as if they are in the classroom. Reality is, I don't think that has happened to date, at least in not many cases. And I don't know that we're going to see that. So what I want to do here is try to deal with some of the things that I'm getting questions about, and maybe more importantly, try to give you some solutions to some of the things I am offering personally as well. So this is what parents are telling me, okay? Number one, and students too, is that it is difficult to simply just manage this whole process. So my advice very simply is you have to create a structure. You've got to create a physical structure. Where's the homework being done? Is it quiet? Is it conducive to learning? You have to do a time management structure. When is this getting done? Are you trying to emulate a typical school sort of day? You do the work in the morning, maybe you're off at night. You have to manage these things. Is the expectations, or are the expectations being set? Okay, and are they being met? So you have to have expectations for your children. It doesn't matter if they're in kindergarten or if they are seniors in high school. If they have work, it needs to be expected when it's going to be done and how it's going to get done and what the quality level is. The last thing, at least initially, is how do the parents know that this is all going to lead in the right direction in the long run? So I think here's the things we're addressing with parents. There's an inability for most parents to basically be teachers or instructors at home. It's difficult to create the physical structure to do that. Even more difficult when there's multiple children at work at different age levels with different needs. There's been varying amounts of guidance from the schools. I'm hoping that will improve in terms of quality I know they're trying to do continuation of education sort of ideas. And a lot of parents are concerned their children are just going to fall behind. They're just not going to be up to grade level by the time next school year starts. The concerns I'm hearing from students, it's difficult to teach themselves. A lot of what they're seeing are teachers just posting up worksheets, or in some cases videos that are there, but they're not really helping them or giving some examples. They've got to manage their own time. The students now have to decide when are they going to do this. They've got a lot of other distractions. Unfortunately, there may be some teachers who are excellent teachers in a classroom, very engaging, very compelling, and great instructors, but it doesn't come across as well online. Students are feeling, hey, if I'm already struggling, I was lucky to be getting B's with a lot of support. They're just feeling like they don't have that connection. They're really worried about their grades, and without this structure, and they're concerned about a lack of focus for the long run, their long-term goals. How is this going to impact this? What I'm also seeing in a lot of families is just a concern about the future. Are we going to be up to grade level? What's our short-term plan? What's our long-term plan? What do we do? Are we going to have to self-instruct for the last 10 to 12 weeks of school? So let me shift gears and let me talk about some solutions, okay? And again, a lot of this was in the live presentations. I'll make sure that link is in the show notes. It's gotten a tremendous amount of feedback, which is why I keep evolving it. But number one is you have to set up a system. I am here to help. This podcast is not typically a sales presentation, but today's is going to be things I can do, the Success Doctor here, to help your family and your students do what they need to do. Okay, so I can help you set up a structure. I can help you set up a time management structure. I can help you set up an information management structure. And these are ideas I've been talking about for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks from my book, Maximum Education. Directly speaking, I have a long-standing community online, the Make the Grade Success community. I would invite everyone, please check it out. See what the options are in there. During these particular times, I'm extending and making an offer for unlimited tutoring. If you're a student or you're a parent with a student and you feel that you're just going to need a lot of help, or maybe not a lot of help every single day, but help every day to some degree, this is a tremendous option. It's a tremendous value. And the goal is to help as many people as possible. The community has live office hours, live focus groups, daily support, 24/7 support within the community. And the more people that are in it, I honestly feel the more people that are getting help and the more value that everybody can get. So obviously there's more that can be done than just joining a community, but there are other online resources. There are places that you can go locally, local groups that are starting up to help people. But I think it's really important at this point in time to really think about where you're getting your advice from. And one of the things I'm very proud of is my track record, 24 years in tutoring and private education, 12 years before that in the classroom. And I'm bringing, in a way, this is one of these just sort of fate things where I'm bringing all this experience together, the classroom experience, the private education experience, helping students of all grade levels, of all abilities, to reach their goals, and with actionable steps that they can do right away, which if you're any kind of fan of this podcast, that is the goal. So today, this episode is about taking action like it always is, but specifically within the new challenges that we are all seeing having to do 100% virtual education. All right. So just to summarize, I would suggest click on some of the links in the show notes. Check out the community. Okay. Check out the online tutoring, the unlimited tutoring option. And let's make sure you're getting the support that you need as a family, as a parent, and as a student. So, Dr. Stephen Green, the Success Doctor, I always appreciate my subscribers, my listeners, the people who share this podcast. And please, I really believe the more people that get this information, the better off they all are, because this is all about everybody helping their children to get the best grades, to get the highest level of confidence, get the most success that they can. So SGREENE at MAKETHEGRADE.net. If you want to reach out, I always appreciate the comments, the feedback, and things like that. I try to incorporate that in what we do moving forward. So once again, until next time, I'm trying to do a series on how we can all be helped and improve in this stressful period of time. Appreciate it. Have a great week. And Dr. Stephen Green signing off.
You've been listening to Make the Grade with the Success Doctor, Stephen Green. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe. For more resources and support, please visit makethegrade.net.